Hey there viewers, Dilla here, and welcome to my 200th video. 200. So, what am I going to do for the 200th video? Obviously something special, since you're sitting here looking at me instead of a video game. I think I'm finally going to do that setup video that I promised forever ago. So, let's do it! Entering the room of Tanner. First thing we got here is, let me climb up on my bed. I have my hi-fi setup, which has a record player, cassette player, a tuner. All the old shit from 1986. It was my father's, not mine, obviously. I've got my SNES games over here on one of the sides. Right there in the front, you can see Super Mario World. And I also have quite a few lining that area there. And over on the other side, I have my original SNES from when I was a kid, and all of my original games for it too, as well as a couple of my friends' games. And I even have the gun and the joystick. Above, we have a Portal 2 lithograph. I just really liked it and thought it was kind of neat the way that they did the whole movie theme. So I decided to get it and frame it up. Over here, you can see my microphone for recording. It is a Tascam MXL, I don't remember the number, but yeah, it's a Tascam. Alright, so a little further over, you can see my computer setup. I'm sitting on my bed, so my light's sort of in the way, but there is that guy. I got a new computer, and that is one of the reasons that it's been a while since I made new videos, because I had a lot of things that I had to sort out with it. And because of moving, that also led to, not as many videos as you might have gotten used to. But now I'm back at it, and you can expect a lot of videos to be coming because I've made some new breakthroughs in my video making. So, I have two monitors. One's a 19-inch, one is a 27-inch Asus VG27 something, or VQ27, I can't remember the numbers, but yeah, it's cool. I have in my drawer here, I have a Corsair Vengeance K70 keyboard, all mechanical, has a lot of neat features, you should definitely check it out, and a Corsair M65 mouse. It is pretty neat and has really, really high DPI if you're into that sort of thing. I myself am, because I play on really high sensitivities. No, I don't need 8200 DPI like this mouse has, but I do like having that option, and I have used it in certain situations. But since I don't have like a crazy, 4K resolution screen and surround, then I don't really need it. On my desktop itself, I'll just give you a quick look at that. You can see I have quite a few neat little widgets and things like that. Those are all complements of Rainmeter, which is a neat program to really customize your desktop and deck it out. Up top here, have some of my DVD sets. I'll zoom in and give you a closer look at what I got, just because I don't want people asking, oh, what was that, what was that, what was that? Here I have some of the CDs that I've actually taken the time to buy because I like artists, and artists are cool and they deserve my money. Over here I got my 360 controller because some games you just need to. Up here, got my camera. It's a Nikon D200. I use it when I can, though I don't take quite as many pictures as I used to. Got a practice pad for drumming. A box that I made in high school I filled out with receipts and random bull crap that I buy. Over here I have my film camera. It's made me a Seikor. And then over in this little cubby is where I keep my router and my modem. And I keep them hidden behind this guy, which some of you may recognize as a Hunter from Half-Life 2 Episode 2. And you may also recognize the little gnome down there in the left-hand corner. The guy who you have to escort to the end of the game and send off in space if you're feeling like a real badass. And I made that in high school, which is kind of cool. I also have a metronome back there because I couldn't find anywhere else to put the damn thing. I have a lot of random little doodads up here on top of the hutch for my computer. Mostly just because a lot of them I have some sort of memory with. And I like to look at them every now and then and just sort of, remember different times, or, something that's not as stupid and cliche. zinging out here. I've also got, underneath here is where I keep my headphones. I have a Logitech G35 headset, and I just keep it hung under there because there's not really anywhere else good to put it, and I like to keep things clean and tidy on my desk. Down here in the compartment where you normally put your computer, which is a terrible idea, don't put your computers in there because it makes them run very, very, very hot because airflow is very restricted. I have my mixer in here, which receives the audio signal from my condenser microphone over there and then sends it off to my computer. And I also have a lot of boxes for games that I actually own the boxes for. You can see some of those. Most of those are from a long time ago, but I do still buy the occasional game in hard copy, especially if it's cheap, because everybody likes cheap stuff. So over here in these compartments, I've got a bin back there that is just packed with spare computer parts and brochures, manuals, stuff like that from my computer. And I also have a notepad and paper, because who doesn't need one of those? On there I actually keep my Steam transactions, because I like to keep my wallet funds separate from my gift card funds. That way whatever I buy on the market I'm not spending real cash on. And here I've got another microphone in there, and I've just got a bunch of random crap, USB SNES controller, and some, just some different doodads, some good stuff. Flash drives, hard drives, SD sticks. And here I have a GTX 470, which I'm supposed to give to my friend, a bamboo Wacom tablet, a lot of extra cords and cables down there, and a giant chocolate bunny, because who doesn't need one of those? You can see some of my console games lined up here. I only keep the case ones in the front there just because it looks kind of neat, and that's cool. And then in the back, I've got a couple big cases filled with more PS2 games. So let's take a step back this way. Whee! Here you can see my full setup for my consoles and my TV. I have an FC Twin over here at the far left. Plays SNES and NES games, which is very handy, especially since I don't like whipping out the NES if I don't have to. I also have my PS2, a Wii, and a receiver for my surround sound system. I keep all the controllers lined up down below there with my DirecTV box. And then I have a Toshiba Regza 32-inch TV. The backdrop that you see behind my table is there to cover up the cables that are running from the surround sound and all the consoles up to the TV. So I just took a Gurren Lagann flag, if you've ever seen that anime, then you're fucking awesome, and hung it back there to cover up those cables. And then you can see my surround sound speakers up there above the TV. You can also see this guy down here, which I mounted under the desk in kind of a weird way, but in a really cool way. It actually worked out great. And then I have my other two back here on the back of the room, behind my bed and where I'll usually be laying and watching TV or playing video games. And then up here you can see another lithograph that I have for Portal 2. It is the Animal King, the turret that is nice and leoparded up and all the people worshiping him. And then over on this wall you can see my Alien Swarm lithograph, which is kind of hard to see right now just because I'm getting a really beefy glare, but it is kind of like a model essentially looking thing. Both of these guys are 1 of 100, so there were only 100 made, and that's all that you get. This is crooked as hell. Still crooked. There we go. That's better. That and that are both masks that I got when I was in Costa Rica. They're made by the natives there, and I thought they were really cool, so I spent some money on them. Because cool stuff should have money spent on it. So, and here's my closet. OMG clothes. And then it goes pretty deep, so I keep all my bodies back there. Alright, so I think that pretty well covers my setup. I hope you liked all of it. and thanks for watching.